Brett, thanks very much for your time. Thanks for inviting us out here.
No worries, Jules.
Take us through the end of the season. It ended on an upward spiral, but it was far from an upward spiral at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, that's right. It was a very slow start for us. We moved out here in October last year, and we're going from going good till the first 8 months we moved here. We had 3 winners. It was a disaster. Couldn't work out why. We built good infrastructure. We got good tracks, but the horses were performing well below par.
Must have been disappointing in a sense. You made the move. As you said, you build the infrastructure around the horses, and they're not performing. Did you think it was just one of those form lapses that you go through, or did you think there was an underlying problem?
No, I knew there was something wrong. Yeah, but I knew if we could work out what it was, we'll turn it around and get ourselves out of the hole. I started to change things which you shouldn't do. Like I started to work horses harder than I normally do. But when I was at the Pinjarra stables, when you screw them down a little bit, that they normally improve, but they were going backwards very quick when I started to tighten the screws up. I had the vets go over me horses. They couldn't find what was wrong, and done blood tests that didn't really show up on that. I was a bit lost.
You must have thought, wow, what have I done here?
I was thinking, do I just move back there, because I know it works there.
You're a top trainer. The record speaks for itself. Did you ever doubt yourself through that time, through that low period?
No, I didn't. That's one thing I didn't do. I knew, I'm not the best trainer out there, but I knew I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
I knew there was something not right. That was a frustrating part.
Financially, was that also a major concern for you?
You're going bad when the missus says, it's time to get a new job,
Did it come very close to a stage where you thought, I'm going to have to pack it in?
Not in my head it wasn't, but I had a fair bit of pressure to do something like that. And I got some good owners behind me, and they backed me, and they said, we know you're having a bad trot. Without them, I would have been really in trouble. I was starting to fall behind on a lot of things.
How did you go about finding what that problem was?
Well, we done sort of blood tests on the horses, and I thought maybe a virus or something like that, but it wasn't. The interesting thing is, it kept saying that the horses needed more salt. But we they get plenty of electrolytes. A friend of mine said after a while, because we'll grasping at straws trying to find, he said, have you tested the water? I said, no, the water's, I've drank it. I can't pick anything wrong with that. Anyway, we sent a sample off, and it wasn't long after the lady from where we sent the sample, she rang back. She said, what do you use this water for? And I said, we have a racing stable, it's for horses. She said, oh shit, I wouldn't give that to a horse.
How did you feel when you heard that news?
Probably relieved, to be honest, because I knew there was, it was a big weight off my shoulders, really.
Did you think once that call came through, did you identify that as being the principal problem, the main problem?
Straight away. We cut that water source off. I rang up a local water carting mob, and they started carting water in twice a week for us. We didn't have a runner for a week after we carted the water. And about 10 days later, we went to the races and we had a double.
Recuria just in front. To Rise Again, diving miss. Recuria beat To Rise Again. Passaran all over the top, and Passaran beat Truvinsky.
Geez, the relief, The first 8 months, we had, I think, 3 winners, and then the next 12 weeks, we had 17 winners. Even the people carting the water started backing our horses.
Did it change your appreciation of racing a little bit more?
Oh, for sure. We enjoyed every win, Not the best trainer around, but I knew it wasn't that bad,
On a really positive note, what are you looking forward then the upcoming season? What are you looking forward to next season from the Brett Pope stables?
A lot of our horses sort of, they've had to work hard of late to pull us out of the hole, so we're rewarding them now and giving them a break.
There's a very nice horse that you have in Falcon Trader. He's shown a lot in a short space of time. He's won 4 from 6 from memory, and those 4 have been in consecutive races. He showed a lot during the winter.
The post is coming in the nick of time. Falcon Trader, Ocean Zara dived on the outside. Falcon Trader.
Is he a horse that you have a lot of faith in and hope that he can take that next step?
Yeah, I think there's quite a bit of upside with that horse. I don't think we've really had him fully wound up yet. His first couple of starts were quite impressive this time in.
Is he an Ascot horse, Ascot Carnival horse?
I'd like to hope that he will be a Saturday horse, yeah.
Was there ever any interest from overseas for Falcon Trader during that good run that he had?
There was a couple of people sniffing around.
Were you disappointed that those offers didn't follow through?
Yes and no. It would have been good. I could, this place needs a lot more money poked into it to finish it. But I breed them like we bred him, and I breed them to race. And money's not important to me. It's it's what I do, and I like the enjoyment of getting a winner. And hopefully, we all look for a good horse, and hopefully he's the one.
Well, the worm turn for you late last season, Brett. It's a wonderful story. It's a wonderful story of resilience too, for sticking at it and not giving up. I'm sure a lot of people who are listening and watching today, watching this video, will be thinking, I'm glad it's turned around for you. Thanks for your time, Brett.
No worries. Thank you.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.